Hello, welcome. This is Blockchain Bloom, the blockchain educator. I'm Attila Pinke and I'm back. Yesterday we didn't have any video because I was at the blockchain conference in Budapest, but I have great things from that conference. And the first news, it's related to one of the presentations what I saw yesterday. And it's all about that Ethereum is losing its privacy because of careless users leave their fingerprint on the blockchain, and therefore their identity can be recovered. And it's very interesting, I think, the points what they raised. So I think it's worth to talk about it. It was published in the media in the summer, but I haven't seen it. But now we had this presentation yesterday, and after that I did my own research, and I found it very fascinating. So this will be in today's video. The second news will be about that, there were problems with the Spadina testnet, testnet of Ethereum 2.0, which was launched yesterday and didn't work as smooth as they expected. So let's discuss that. And the third news is going to be about that there could be a danger that these stimulus checks may be not coming because the two sides, the Democrats and the Republicans in the US, having two different visions and they do not meet. And this was a kind of bullish news and pushed a little bit the stock market and Bitcoin and other cryptos. But now it's a little bit in danger. I mean, at least this is the present situation. So all this in today's video. And if you would like to stay up to date, you're interested in the blockchain and cryptocurrency news, then you should subscribe to this YouTube channel because I put brand new videos on YouTube every weekday. So from Monday to Friday, you're getting the freshest news in blockchain and cryptocurrency. You can also follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And one very important thing, because our new course, the brand new one, is going to be launched tomorrow. And this course, it's a much, much heavier course than the recent one was. There was this free course about how to start to invest in blockchain and other cryptocurrencies. This one, it's understanding blockchain and Bitcoin. And it's perfect course for beginners who have no clue and they need a really, really good summary. But also, it's perfect for those who do know about blockchain and Bitcoin, but they would like to get deeper. And it has 30 lessons. So actually, it's a course which goes in some areas a bit deeper, but it's covering also a lot of things. And from very basics, you will learn about distributed ledger. You do the history of accounting to understand why is this kind of Bitcoin thing so revolutionary, but also the role of the Bitcoin miners, different consensus mechanisms, about hash functions. So you have heard about it, how is it exactly working with examples and everything, about public key cryptography. We will have, why is actually the Bitcoin protocol secure? It's very important because, we're saying secure, but why it is secure. And how a Bitcoin transaction looks like, step by step, really. What are the UTXOs and all these things. And hard fork, soft fork, very important to understand when we're talking about that. And what is SegWit? Business use cases of blockchain, limitations of blockchain, common misconceptions of Bitcoin, smart contracts, and I just picked just a couple of the lessons from this course, and it's again in high quality, just like the recent one was. So it's coming on the 1st of October tomorrow. And those of you who are going to download it in the first couple of days, I will have two great present surprises for you. I will tell this tomorrow when the course is launched. So watch tomorrow's video and then you will get these two bonus things, which could be amazing, but just for those who are downloading it in the first couple of days, okay? Okay, now it's time to check out the market. So market right now, Bitcoin at 10,714 at the present, US dollar, which is 2.15 58% increase. Then we have Ethereum, also over 4% increase, right now at $355. When we're looking at actually the winners first, let's check the winners. We have the Midas Touch Gold 14% increase, we have Zilliqa 12% increase, and we have Energy Web Token 9% increase. When we're looking at the losers, we have Yearn Finance minus 14%, the Exchange Token minus 9%, UMA minus 8%. So we do have some losers, some winners. It's like, yeah, fair enough. And now let's move on to the first news. And, I was in this conference yesterday. It was in Budapest, in Hungary. And we had here several people who were talking about very interesting things. And this is the guy whose presentation I found it very fascinating. And then he told in the presentation that actually this article was already published in several media, for example, in CoinDesk or Cointelegraph. And then I looked further and I did find it. Where did I put it? Hang on. There we go. Okay, so, and it's all about, the title is Careless Users Are Running Ethereum's Privacy Paper. And the thing is that Ethereum and Bitcoin, they're working, differently. And those users who actually make the careless users make those people who want to track them their work quite easy in a way, because links between deposit and withdrawals and also impact the anonymity of the users. And since if a deposit can be linked to a withdrawal, it will be no longer belong to anonymity, says the author. And this was also who did it. It was a joint publication from researchers at the Institute of Computer Science and Control in Hungary, Eötvös Loránd University, Széchenyi István University, and Hashlock. So a lot of them work together. And they also point out that unlike Bitcoin, which relies on an unspent transaction output, which is the UTXO model, the Ethereum protocol keeps track of users' Ether. So rather than effectively creating a new address for each payment, as with Bitcoin, Ethereum records what a user sent out, say, for example, 1 ETH, but still has 10 ETH remaining, okay? And they have a good analogy, like Bitcoin is like a physical cash ledger wallet, imagine like that, with the balance being the amount of unspent cash, okay? But meanwhile, Ethereum is more like a bank account, where a bank, or in case of protocol, knows how much money the account holder has and updates it accordingly. And this is very, I will show you an example. Another one is gas price, for example. So most users rarely change their gas price. They have the routine and they just keep doing it. So again, we can see that with that address, with that gas price, you can connect things very easily. And rather than discarding accounts, many users are in fact customizing them. And this is very interesting. Using the Ethereum name service, the ENS, and add human readable names, which makes it even easier to identify users on the blockchain. And I would like to show you now an example. Many of us know Ryan Sean Adams from Bankless. And you can see here, this rsa.eth, and he puts it right next to his name on Twitter, right? So, Yeah, so this is the ENS, the Ethereum name service, okay? So look at him. Then you just copy this RSA ETH, and then you can put it in an Etherscan, and then you can say Ethereum name RSA ETH resolve to this address. And then you just simply go to ETHfloater, for example. You put the enter address, and then here you can see a lot of information about which was that address. We do know it's connected to his name. And then we can see that here is the balance in total, the total out in ETH. Here you can see the balances, again, transfers. So it becomes, and it becomes really an open book. And this is mainly, as I said, because, with this deposit, withdraws, and especially giving this. So this, I don't think, if you don't want that everybody can see how much how much money you have basically in crypto, at least, which has happened on with ERC20 tokens, then do not put this RSA ETH or whatever your ENS name is next to your profile. As soon as you put it there, it's out. It's on the internet. You can take it down, but people can find it. So, and many of them. And here, interestingly, researchers said they were able to connect 890 Ethereum accounts to real people just by searching for them on Twitter. So there you have the person, and you can see, as I showed you before, the balance and everything. So also, in the end, the researchers were able to use the Ethereum Block Explorer to link more than 1.1 million transactions to over 4,200 addresses where they knew the real people. Okay, so it's a very interesting thing because we do talk about we have just digits and all the numbers, and this is the address, and then you don't write your name, and then you can stay anonymous. However, you can see that you can easily connect things, and then you are an open book. And for them, it wasn't a hard work to figure that out. Also, we do have these mixers when, just you put in the transactions and then they just coming out to make it a bit, mix it up a little bit. But, many people just using it, they just put in and immediately take it out. And then it makes it, again, obvious which one is which one. So it's connected to which one. At least you have to leave it there for a longer period of time, days, weeks or something. And that will make this kind of investment investing a bit more difficult. But I think it was a fascinating presentation. I really liked it, and I think it points out some of the weaknesses of Ethereum. Talking about Ethereum, let's move on to the second news, and that's the one. So we had this launch of Spadina, which is the testnet of Ethereum. Modella was the one which launched on the 4th of August, and now we have Spadina running for 3 days, starting it yesterday. And the launch rehearsal for Ethereum 2.0, 90% successful. So it wasn't as smooth as they thought it will be. And they say here that participation rates were vastly below expectations. The first few rounds of validation saw below 34% of the stake joining in the consensus process, while the target percentage was 80%. So this was at the beginning a bit problematic. And Danny Ryan at the Ethereum 2.0 lead coordinator at the Ethereum Foundation said, I think we got 90% of what we wanted from this. So, Modella was running quite well. It looked very optimistic, Spadina, but it didn't go as smooth as they wanted. And therefore, next week they're going to have another trial, and this is Zinken. So basically, with all this, we can push out a little bit the release date of the mainnet, the Ethereum 2.0 mainnet, because this experiment didn't go as well as they thought. So they do need another one and keep testing. But sooner or later, it will come. Testing is very important to make it really smooth. And now it just simply didn't really work out as well as they thought at the beginning. And the third news I wanted to talk about is about the stimulus check kind of thing. And so what's happening now that the Republicans agreed to 2.2 trillion stimulus package, which is nearly double the size of the original Republican stimulus proposal known as the Health Act, right? So, and the problem is now that they don't really want to change their mind, the Democrats. So they kind of say that it's going to be 2.2, or it's going, or we do not really negotiate. Maybe they can, push it down, the Republicans to 2, but it's very far from that what they originally want. So there could be a plan B, and if McConnell can find enough Republican support, he could pass a smaller stimulus bill with more limited bipartisan support. Senate Republicans are working on a $500 billion new stimulus bill that could include funding for, and here you can see actually basically the list. So, they can actually kind of do it without the Democrats, but this would be actually then much smaller. So here the problem is again that they not agree. The Democrats, they want a much bigger one, this 2.2. On the other side, the Republicans, they want rather closer to 1 trillion. And but if they cannot agree, which was a very bullish thing, at least at the beginning of the week, and it looked all positive, and the stock market reacted positively, and the Bitcoin price and everything. Now there is again this kind of uncertainty, and we're living the time of uncertainties definitely nowadays. So if this is not happening, that again could be a bearish scenario. Also, yesterday we had this kind of debate between the two people who are running for the presidency, and Trump and Biden. And actually, according to the national polls, Biden is now leading. However, we do know from the previous election that actually the polls show that Hillary Clinton is going to be the winner. And at the end of the day, it's Trump who won the election. So this one doesn't mean really anything. Look at the differences. It's not like a huge leading from Biden side. Therefore, it could be really anything until the last minute. And these are just statistics. But when you're looking at the polls, it shows a certain picture, but it's not the final one, and this is important. So obviously now this also causes a bit uncertainty, because if everything stays like this, then Donald Trump will be reelected, and this kind of strategy, what they represent, it's going to continue. If of course Biden comes out as a winner, then it will be recalculating the whole thing and introducing new things. There will be changes. So again, uncertainty. And that's why really the market is just not moving any direction. But if more bearish news coming out, it will be definitely like the bearish side getting stronger. If for some reason the stimulus checks can pass and they will vote, and then it definitely would be a bullish thing. But something which looked positive a couple of days ago, now it looks more uncertain. And this is the times we're living right now. Okay, so far, that's the situation. If you like the content, then smash the like button. I highly appreciate it. And if you would like to get similar news and interesting topics in blockchain and cryptocurrency every weekday, so every day from Monday to Friday, a brand new video, the only thing you have to do, just subscribe here on YouTube to Blockchain Bloom, hit the notification bell so you get the videos as soon as they're out, because it's really time-sensitive content. So you should get it as soon as possible, and then you can act actually on time. And you can definitely follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And don't forget, tomorrow is the day when a massive course, Bitcoin and blockchain, all the things what you need to know about these two things to make rational decisions will be included. So it will be hot, and I promised you I'm going to have you 2 bonuses, 2 great surprises for those who downloading it in the first couple of days. So it's worth to check tomorrow's video if you are not on the email list, because then you will get the whole announcement and everything tomorrow. So stay tuned. I wish you a great day. Have a good one. Bye-bye.